Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. The horse racing enthusiast on Teesside Ste&Dee with your results for Saturday, the 27th of December, in what has been a gruelingly frustrating day. We'll come on to the good bit, and then we'll talk about the frustrating bit first, shall we? The back form horses today didn't do anything. However, Fool's Rush In did perform very, very well. If hadn't got off to a bad start, I think we would have had a winner there, because even though it finished fourth, it was only by a neck and a neck. So if I hadn't got off to that poor start and had been behind, I think, although it made great progress during the race, I do think we would have had a winner there if it hadn't had that off. But look, we know horse racing, don't we? Like the back of our hands, and we know what can happen, whether it's on the jumps or whether it's on the flat. Things can go wrong. But yeah, no disrespect. So that's one definitely to note. Fool's Rush In is definitely coming into form, and I'm sure we're going to get a winner very soon with that one. Himself in the 7:30, disappointing, but it was only £15 below. I think it's going to have to be a good 20 plus, I think, before that one can be considered again, because its form isn't great after that defeat today. Twilight Madness, of course, was a non-runner, had no replacement for that. And Blue Empress, well, that was poor as well, wasn't it? Now, most of these today, I'll be honest, Blue Empress and Himself were just not the right prices to be in the top five. But you see, when I gave them out last night, they were all in the top five in the betting. And it's what happens, isn't it? You can't. I did say it's up to you whether you back them or not, because by the time you put them on the following day, they could have gone out, they might have come in. It's just one of them things, you either back them or you don't. Obviously, I back them because of my horses. So that was disappointing. Apart from Fool's Rushing out the three, I thought the other two were very poor. So we'll definitely make a note of Fool's Rushing. I think that should definitely be noted down as one to note. Right, let's move on to a bit better, but this is the very frustrating bit. The National Hunt horses, the four that we had today. Now, I put them in a lucky 15 just because of the prices. Wasn't worth doing each way. Now, we had a third in the first race. That was the one that travelled, the stable, only runner on the card, travelling all the way from Scotland to Wales. And it come third at 7-1. But it was a very distant third, and there was only two places in the race. It was a 5-horse race. It wasn't initially, I don't think. I think it was 7. I wouldn't have normally touched a 5-horse race. So, yeah, I think that's one to note as well, really, even though it's not a back form one. I think Heads of Harps, I think, is definitely one to note for the future. So that was third, but as I say, a very distant third, and didn't qualify anyway because there was only two places. And then we had the 135. Now, that was so frustrating because it got beat by a neck, but it was winning until literally the last strides. And second at 9-2, ran a really, really good race, did Frisbee. And yeah, definitely want to watch these last three races now, second, third and second. So that is definitely ready to do something. That's another one to note, Frisbee. And then in the Kempton 307, Paul Nicholls' horse, of course, Viro Flair, really good result for that today. Its previous three races have been second, and then today got its nose over the line and got that first at 5-1. So that was a good winner there. So at this point, we'd had a first, second and a third. And then the last one, which I was hoping that was going to come in, which would have given us a nice double, Donacha, another second. So out of them four today, a first, 2 seconds and a third, can't really grumble. Can't grumble at that. I know I'd done it. It wasn't worth doing in each way, lucky 15. I would have only got 3 out of the 4 anyway, because as I said, Heads of Harps wouldn't have counted. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. The first two, second and the third, you can't really grumble at that. Maybe I should have done them to win, just single wins, I would have been up. But now the highlight of the day, of course, was the one I gave you, what, two days ago, I think Christmas Day, wasn't it? The winner of the Welsh National, Ste&Dee won at 5-1 on SP. I got 7-1 for it last night on Ladbrokes. Not long before the race today, maybe within an hour, I looked at the exchanges and it was 11.05 to 1. So I just banged another quid on it. So in the end, I'm well up today. I'm about 12, 13 quid up for me, which is, I'm really happy with that. I know other people who've made a lot more than that today on that Welsh National horse. I'm not going to go into detail, but I'm talking about considerable more with lots of noughts on the end. And it was a great result, and it won by 3 lengths. So it won convincingly as well, Ste&Dee. So that information I got from Tenerife, from an employee of Rebecca Curtis, was very, very accurate. And then, of course, as I said, it was backed up yesterday with the Irish Independent paper that said that Rebecca Curtis felt that it was definitely going to be its day on home turf. Well, it proved to be the case. So that was really pleasing. So yeah, a gruelingly frustrating day, really good winner there. A good winner in Biro Flay, and then some very frustrating seconds and thirds. But I've got to be happy today, I'm up. And if anyone's had that today and the other ones, they should be up too. So well done to anybody who's had them. Hope you've all had a good Saturday regardless. There's been some interesting football on today and some strange results. How on earth Chelsea lost to Aston Villa, I'll never know, because they were all over them. But it's a bit like Newcastle and Man United last night. Newcastle were by far the better team, ripped them apart in the second half, just could not score. And that's it. That's your results for Saturday, the 27th of December. I can tell you I'll be back within probably half an hour with tomorrow's selections. Now, I'll tell you now, I've got 2 on the all-weather and I've got 3 on the National Hunt. How I'm going to back them tomorrow, don't know. I'll be making that decision later on tonight or tomorrow. But I'm definitely probably going to go down the exchange route somewhere along the lines. I will be doing singles, I'm almost certain, on the 5, and there will probably be small each-way doubles on all of them. Right, that's it. Thanks for watching or listening to this. That's on Teesside Ste&Dee. As I said, I'll be back about 8:45-ish with tomorrow's selections, and let's see how they do. Have an enjoyable Saturday night, and good night. God bless for now.